Now, I'm moving on to phone etiquette. So I was talking about netiquette, which is more to do with your digital presence, what you post, your personal branding, who you are. And now I want to move on to phone etiquette, which is how we behave with this gadget. Be careful of the internet, of technology. It can be your best friend, but it can also be your worst friend ever. And we need to make sure that we use this gadget to be our best friend. You understand that? Excuse me. So please bear that in mind. We want to be at a point where our phones, technology, the internet is our best friend and not our enemy. And this is where your phone etiquette comes in. Proper phone etiquette is crucial in the workplace. I understand we all eventually want to work. We need to score high on our phone etiquette. Your client's first impression of you is over the phone. How you communicate with people on the phone might be the deciding factor in whether you will gain your customer or you will lose your customer. So please take this into consideration. Your phone etiquette could be the difference between turning a lead into a customer or losing a customer. Okay. All right, back to the basics. Remember what I said. Whenever I talk, my information is very simple, it's very basic. But you know what? The reason why etiquette fails is people forget the basics and they run off to do complicated, but they forget the basic requirements that are needed in good manners. Number one, when your phone rings, please make sure that you answer it in the first 3 times that it rings. So ring, 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 you're rushing to the phone. Ring, ring, you should have answered it by the 3rd time. If you delay in answering your phone, a potential customer might lose interest and they will hang up and you would have lost someone you could have been doing business with. Do you understand? If you're going to pick something today, your phone should ring maximum, 3 times before you answer it. So I'll repeat again. Ring, ring, you hear your phone. Ring, ring, you rush to the phone. Ring, ring, you answer the phone. Don't let it go to 4, 5, 6 rings without you answering the phone. People who are serious about business, they give you 3 chances. So that means you need to work close to your phone or you need to have your phone close to you during work hours because you do not want to lose opportunity simply because you didn't answer your phone in time. All right. Number 2, when you answer your phone, introduce yourself and your business. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling. My name is Miss Grace, the etiquette consultant. How may I help you? Okay, nicely, kindly, and you can smile because your smile can be heard through the other side, actually. When you speak clearly and speak calmly. Do not shout. The whole world does not need to know what you're talking about, okay? Speak like you speak when you're talking to someone. Speak nicely on the phone, okay? So no need to shout when you're talking. Just speak normally. They should be able to hear you. Remain cheerful and pleasant on the phone. So like I said, smile. It can be heard the other side. You can hear a smile. You can feel a smile. So always smile on the phone. You can feel when someone's being rude, or you can tell that they're not paying attention to you on the phone. You don't want to be that person. Now, when it's you who's calling someone, please, ladies and gentlemen, this is important in business. If you want to call someone for something important, ask in advance using text or call them and ask immediately if now is a good time to talk. Do you understand? So ask them nicely, is it a good time to talk? If they say yes, continue. If they say no, find out when you should call and then schedule a time to talk. You can't just call someone and expect them to be ready to talk. What if they're cooking? What if they're eating? What if they're in a meeting? Okay, so also be considerate about the other person on the other side of the call. I said this, a smile can translate through the phone causing your voice to sound friendly and warm. Smile when you're talking on the phone. The other person can hear it and they can feel it, that you're happy, you're pleasant, and you're smiling. So no need to answer the phone like a soldier. You're not in the army. Answer the phone with a smile. It goes a long way. Okay, so this is a habit that you need to work on. Remind yourself to smile whenever you answer the phone. And remember, 3 rings maximum for you to answer your phone. Don't leave it ringing because it shows you're not serious and someone might move on to do business with the next person. Let's continue with the phone etiquette. In general, it's best to have your phone on vibrate. So just in case you go to church, you go to a wedding, a ceremony, a speech, a meeting, best to have your phone on vibrate just in case you forget to switch it off or you forget to put on silence. So vibrate works the best for me. If you feel it disrupts you, then switch it off, put on silent, but I always go with vibrate. If you decide to have the sound on, ensure the ringtone is appropriate. Okay, so if you don't like to put your phone on vibrate, it's got a sound. Please, if it's got a song, it mustn't be a song with swear words or with rude words. It must be a good, positive song. But I always recommend vibrate, just in case you forget to switch off your phone. You're in church, you don't want to be that person whose phone rings and disrupts what's happening. When you're talking to people, when you're posting something on social media, when you're sending messages, please do not use capital letters only, like I have done. It looks scary, intimidating, rude, too strong. It shocks people, it scares people. So don't get in the habit of using capital letters. Write properly. The same way that you are reading your books is the same way that you write. No one writes books like this. So copy what you're reading, which means get into reading books and write in the same fashion. Also, shorthand, don't get in the habit of writing shorthand. Try to just write properly. Save people's numbers correctly, their names correctly, and write properly, even when you're typing on social media or when you're typing messages in your phone. Do not shout into the phone. It's rude for the person at the end, and everyone around you now must hear your conversation. It's not okay. Restrict business texts or general text. Restrict the hours. Respect people's time. Don't message after 7 p.m. If it's work, don't message after 5 p.m. Don't message before 6 a.m. And please don't message people in the middle of the night. Okay, unless you have to, or unless your relationship or your friendship with that person allows you to do so. But in general, talk to people during the time that you should talk to them. If it's business, stick to the business hours, which is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 7:30 to 6 p.m. Okay, so I find it really horrible when people send me business messages at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and they try to call me. What if I'm sleeping and now you're waking me up? It's not good etiquette. It's not good manners at all. Next, avoid public cell phone conversations. So if you're talking to someone, don't start talking your story when other people can hear. You start talking about, we went there, we did this, and this person did this. Other people can hear your conversation, and you could be disrupting them from their own conversations. If they're reading a book, if they're studying, you could be disrupting them by giving them free information that they did not ask for. So if you need to talk on the phone and you're with people, look for a private room or go outside, finish your conversation and go back to people. Remember, we said the people who are with you in reality are more important than the people on your phone. So please respect the people who you are with in reality. Eating. Don't eat with your phone. Don't text when you're eating at the table. And worse, don't do it when there's other people. They're trying to talk to you, and here you are on the phone while someone is talking to you, and you're pretending to pay attention. You're trying to pay attention. It does not work. It is rude. It's bad manners. Please drop that habit. Okay. So whenever you go to eat, put your phone aside, focus on eating, respect the process. Respect the people you're with. When you're done, go back to your phone. And then lastly, you are not your phone. You are you. Your phone is a gadget. If you spend more than 8 hours a day on your phone and it's not work related or business related, it's just on your phone, please check yourself. You could be addicted, obsessed with your phone, and you might need help. Okay. It was Mental Health Awareness Month, and you'd be surprised that a lot of people are suffering mentally because of addiction to their gadgets and their phones. And it can be a serious topic to consider. If you cannot do 5 minutes without your phone, please check yourself. You might have a bigger problem than just being on your phone. Okay, so that's very critical. Don't always be on your phone. It is not healthy for you. You need to live the real life and not only the internet life. Okay. If you see what you're posting on the internet is different to who you are in reality all the time, check yourself. Something is not okay. All right. And you might need to seek help before it affects your mental health.